Hi, today's topic is staining, means microbiological stain. Today I discuss basic concept of staining, structure of the stain, classification of the stain, history of the staining, and at last I will discuss type of staining technique. So watch this video till the end because you will learn a lot of things, and if you are new audience to my channel then please subscribe my channel with hit the bell icon. So let's start. Staining is a specific technique used to impart color to the different components of the cell for interpretation under microscopic level. A microorganism can cause diseases to human and animals also. So, to identify the cause of the disease, sometimes we need to identify those specific microorganisms. Sometimes in case of some specific disease, we need to examine the dissection of the tissue also under the microscope. Generally, the microorganism cell and tissue are colorless, and so it becomes very difficult to study the structure of those cells. To overcome this difficulty, we use class specific like DNA, protein, lipids, carbohydrate dye to a substrate to qualify or quantify the presence of specific compound. A chromogenic dye absorbs the light of a specific wavelength of the white light to represent a specific color and emits the light containing the rest of the color. Therefore, we can see a color light from the dye. Now, structure of the stain. A stain basically have two components. A chromophore, which impart color by absorbing light in the visible region. Example are nitro, azo, quinoid groups. And second component is an oxochrome group, which fix the color. Now I am explaining the structure of stain with an example that you can get a clear idea. Just concentrate on the picture. One stain organic compound composed of benzene ring, a chemophore and oxochrome group. Benzene is an organic colorless solvent. Chromophore is the molecules that give to color to benzene. Oxochrome ionize the chromophore, gives it a charge. This helps chromogen from salt and bind to substance like cell, tissue or fibers. I think you understand. A chromosome is not a stain, just a color molecules. It is made up of benzene and chromophore. Now I am discussing the classification of the stain. The stain can be classified on the basis of electric charge of chromophore group, that is acidic stain, basic stain and the neutral stain. Now what is acidic stain? Acidic stain are negatively charged or an ionic stain, which means at the time of ionization of the stain, the chromogen portion of the stain exhibit a negative charge, which has a strong affinity to the positive cellular component like protein. As a result, the negatively charged chromogen of the stain strongly bind to the positive cellular component of the cell. This result to color the bacterial cell. Example of an acidic stain is pyric acid, eosin or nigrosin, etc. What is basic stain? Basic stain are positively charged or a cationic stain, which means at the time of ionization of the stain, the chromogen portion of the stain exhibits a positive charge, which has a strong affinity to the negative charged cellular component like nucleic acids. As a result, the positive charged chromogen of the stain strongly bind to the negative cellular component of the cell. This result to color the bacterial cell. Example of the basic stains are methylene blue, basic fuchsin, crystal violet. But what is neutral stain? Neutral stain having no charge. It's made by mixing aqueous solution of certain acidic and basic dye. Now you are thinking, What is the actual definition of the stain? Stain is defined as a chemical component which attaches to the cellular component or the living cell to fix the color to the cellular components, which result to make them clearly visible and detectable. You know what is the history of the stain? Van Leeuwenhoek in the year of 1714 to 1719 first tried staining at the time of studying their object with alcoholic saffron dyes. Second, iron sulfate dye was first used by H.F. Link to determine tannic acid in the leaves. M. Raspel in the year of 1825 used iodine for the microchemical detection of the starch. Two famous botanists, Goffert and Korn, first introduced carmine stain and they achieved a diffuse colorization of the tissue. In the year 1558, the scientist Joseph Vaughan successfully stained cerebellum by the dye ammoniacal carmine. Now I am discussing type of staining technique. Staining technique are generally two types. One is simple staining and other is the differential staining. In the simple staining, we use only a single stain for visualization of morphological shape and the arrangement. In case of differential staining, we use two stains separated by a decolorizing agent for identification of visualization of the structure like gum stain, acid fast stain, spore stain and the capsule stain. In my next video, I will discuss in details about the gum staining, acid fast staining, spore staining and as well as the capsule staining. I think you understand about the staining and the staining technique. You have any doubt regarding the staining, you can comment me. I will definitely reply. Thank you.